So let's talk security. This course isn't designed to be a comprehensive introduction to the topic. We do have longer form MVA content on security that I encourage you to take a look at. But let's talk about the basics. When it comes to database security, there are a number of building blocks to be aware of. The first one I want to talk about is authentication, which is to say, who are you? And how do I know it's really you? There are a couple of different ways to handle that through your Active Directory implementation, through what we call SQL authentication, where you'll enter a username and password. There are digital certificates. There are a number of things that you can implement. So now that we know who you are, what are you allowed to do? That's authorization. And that's where you start to get into things like permissions. And those permissions may be assigned to you as an individual, they may be assigned to a group that you're a member of, or you may be an administrator and have permission to do anything. So we've got authentication, who are you? Authorization, what are you allowed to do? Another building block of this is encryption, which is to say protecting the data. And there are a number of different aspects of this as well. Are we encrypting the data at rest while it's stored in the tables? Or are we storing it in plain unencrypted data and encrypting it as it crosses the wire between the database server and the application through connection encryption? So we've got authentication, authorization, encryption, and our final block is going to be auditing. Auditing is, what did you do? So we've got authentication, who are you? Authorization, what are you allowed to do? And then auditing, what did you do? And there are a number of different approaches in SQL Server for auditing, recording commands given or recording what objects were accessed or what have you. And taken all together, these things provide the basic building blocks of security in SQL Server.
So here's where you get to show me how to protect myself from these nefarious people who want to get to my data.
Let's take a look at security.